admire, and it's nice if they even know your name. Danny Clisson is at the top of the list. He's one class act all the way around. He had a miserable job for a lot of his career. He was a 747 captain, and he had the miserable route of Los Angeles to Hawaii, but he suffered through it. And when the suits and the FAA, who I generally like, decided he was too old, the traveling public lost one hell of a pilot. But the air show people and aviation in general gained an incredibly smart, savvy, and clever announcer. He's a past recipient of the Bill Barber Award. Please welcome someone who I'm proud to call my friend, Danny Clisson.
Thank you, Steve. By your applause, what a day we had today. And I'll tell you what, that was very fantastic. Well, let's see. Since we're all here, we'll go to the right page here. Bill Barber Award is from the Barber family in World Air Show News, as many of you know. We'll talk more about that later. Bill Barber II, my godson, called in yesterday. He had been trying very hard to get out of his trip with JetBlue, was very down, was not able to get out of the trip, and sends his regrets that he couldn't be here. But I told him there will always be another year, and he's a young guy, and we'll be doing this for a long time, and not to worry. The World Air Show News is run by the Parnell family. As you know, it is an aviation trade publication, in case you're not immersed in the air show business, and it keeps people abreast of what's going on, the news in the air show industry, and general information and great advertisement. And they are the owners of this award, the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship. So at this time, let's roll that video, if you would. Since its inception in 1987, the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship has become one of the most prestigious awards in the air show industry. Sponsored by World Air Show News, the award is given every year during AirVenture to a performer or air show act that demonstrates superb showmanship. Past recipients have included such visionaries as Bob Hoover, Leo Laudenslager, the Red Baron Stearman Squadron, Sean Dietrich, Jim Leroy, Patty Wagstaff, Mike Goulian, Skip Stewart, and Julie Clark. Each and every one bringing their unique and creative contributions to this pastime we love so much, the Great American Air Show. Well, it's about Greg Shelton. His interest in aviation began at an early age watching fire bombers near his home in Northern California. He loved listening to his father's adventures flying fighter aircraft in the U.S. Navy. He began flying lessons in a J-3 Cub in '82, and even before he had his pilot's license, he traded the Cub for a Starduster so he could pursue aerobatics. In '83, he purchased a T-6 Texan project with a 4-year restoration program. Not initially interested in air shows, that all changed when a friend was unable to fulfill his commitment and asked Greg to perform in his place, and the air show bug had smitten him. In 2003, Greg decided he wanted to add a wing walking act to his repertoire. He chose the Super Stearman, painted it red, white, and blue. Since then, 2 Ashleys have graced the wing of the aircraft, Ashley battles for 10 years, and in 2015, Greg enlisted his wife, Ashley Shelton, to carry on the tradition. They soon added the awesome wing walking night show that has attracted attention of their air show peers and earned them an Air Show Platinum Pinnacle Award in 2016. Lighting up the wing walker at night. Now that is show business. Greg never strayed far from his warbird roots when he traded his T-6 for a Wildcat, making him one of the most sought-after warbird pilots in the industry today. Please make welcome the 2018 Bill Barber Showmanship Award recipient, the one and only Greg Shelton.
Keep this short. When I started flying air shows about 29 years ago, I never thought that it'd end up like this. It was never something that I thought about. But anyway, I'd like to thank the Bill Barber family and the previous recipients, and Jeff and Sandy Parnew, and Mark Megan for the, and Angela Harris for the video. And a couple of, one person I really need to mention is Ashley Battles. She started wing walking, did it for 10 years. I think if she hadn't been there, if I hadn't done the wing walking, I don't think that any of this would have came about. And I also need to thank my wife, Ashley. She's out here somewhere. She'd come up here, drag her up here, and embarrass her, whether she wants to or not. She's done it for about 4 years, and also does all the media and the Facebook stuff. And she's also was guinea pig for the night shows. So anyway, so that's about it. I think anything you want to say? I'll embarrass her some more.
I just want to say thank you to all of our friends, our peers, for recognizing Greg for his nearly 30 years in the air show industry. It means a lot to me, especially as his wife and the victim in a lot of cases out there on the air show circuit. So
whenever she makes me mad, I get even with her.
That's true. So thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Did I thank Danny? Did I speak to Danny?
Yeah, you guys stay here. Go ahead, finish up. Greg, sorry to interrupt.
That's about it. I don't want to bore everybody.
He's a man of few words. So.
And I know there's a party waiting somewhere. So anyway.
Well, let's do this. It's our tradition to ask the outgoing recipient to make their way to the stage to present the award to the incoming recipient. So that would be Kyle Franklin. And Kyle, as you might have heard, Bill Barber couldn't be here. Usually it would be you and Bill the second unveiling this. But what I'd like to have you do is unveil it, and then let Greg and Ashley take a look at it, and then you will cradle it together for some photo ops.
That's great.
So what we have here, the original design goes back, Greg and Ashley, to the image that Bill Barber wanted to have. And we all knew him very well from Ann Arbor. He wanted always to be known as a stick and rudder guy. So in an artist concept, you have struts and flying wires, a control stick, a leather flying helmet and goggles, and a pilot in Bill's depiction with a leather jacket on, and that ring around his neck represents a fur collar on a leather flying jacket. So we always had considered that the flight is over, the gear is off, and he's about to get out of the airplane for a round of applause, and you two guys, all three of you know about that. So there's the image behind that, and what I'd like to have now is for Greg, you go over there, you take one side of the award, and Kyle will take the other, and Ashley will move in with Greg Shelton, and I'll move this out of the way, and it is heavy. So now, if you move towards the front of the stage, Kyle, you remember that, anybody that wants a photo op, Ashley, you get right up in there without tucking with Greg, without watching the edge of the stage. Take all the time with the photos that you need. And with that in mind, and you want to continue to take photos, Greg and Ashley, if there are any other family members of yours that happen to be here at the convention, or crew chiefs, or mechanics, or anybody that's instrumental in your team, you could bring them up now. That's it. So then what we do is bring up all former recipients of the Bill Barber Award. Let's make your way on stage. Now, if you would, we'll have a party, we'll have a big photo up. Now, Kyle, again, let's move right in front of this speaker. We'll get as many people on one side as we get on the other. There we go. Nice job today, Mark. Sparky, good to see you. All right, you guys know how to do this. Tuck in here on a 45-degree angle. The tall guys get in back. Guys of average height like me, you get short. That's good. Gino's here, Teresa's here. How are you? Good to see you guys. Hello, my darling. Bob and Lori are. Hello, team leader. All right, Alan, good to see you. Let's get team leader up here too. Fred, let's get up in front. You guys turn sideways about 45 degrees, if you will, so that everybody can get in the shot. And then all the photographers, Ryan and Jimmy. All right, big smiles, everybody. While they're shooting, give them a thumbs up. As we congratulate Greg Shelton, Ashley Shelton, who are officially now the 2018 recipients of the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship. All right. Okay. Hollywood's in the house. What am I, Jeff Liver? Oh, I can see. Good to see you. Good to see you. That is now. Thanks for your attention, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you.